It's September 2024, and it has been 1 full month that I've been monetized on YouTube, and I thought I would share the results with you. In case this is the first video you've watched on this channel has been about my journey on the carnivore diet and my weight loss. I've been making videos for about 3 or 4 months, and my most popular video has just recently hit about 7,000 or 8,000 views. So I haven't had like a single point of going viral. It's been just putting out video after video after video, finding what works, and building the audience from there. Up until this point, I've been dreaming about getting monetized on YouTube. And I've watched a lot of other YouTubers make videos just like this one, talking about their first month being monetized. So I could try to get a good understanding of what monetization is going to look like when I finally get there someday, if ever, because it seems like it's a dream. Like, is it really ever going to happen? So I've got questions that I know that I would have been asking, and maybe you're asking too. So now I get to be the one answering the questions that may have gotten answered or may not have gotten answered. So question 1, what was the feeling that you felt when you first saw ads on your monetized videos? I tell you, it was, it was really exciting to think about becoming monetized and getting that level of, yes, now I'm making money from my videos, getting ads on them. But I think you have to be super appreciative of the fact that you're making money by making videos, you're putting it online, people are watching it, and then you're making some money. But I think that the moment that you start seeing how much money is coming in, depending on your niche or some other aspects, you kind of realize that this is just the beginning. But since you've gotten a taste of it, you know it's possible. And so you start to realize, if I keep going at this could really be something. And that's the kind of the feeling I've had. But reaching this milestone felt really enlightening, I should say. It was like, okay, let me see if I can explain it this way. Do you know when you were growing up and you were maybe like 5th grade and you met somebody who was in high school, and you imagine, I'll never get to that age. Like, you just kind of have like this feeling of like, I'm in 5th grade and I'll always be a 5th grader. And that high schooler is like a grown up and they're way farther ahead than I am. That's kind of the feeling I always had until I finally got monetized. And that feeling that you had when you finally got into high school, you were like, oh, so this is what it's like. Okay. Now I want more. Because when you were in high school, you're like, I can't wait till I graduate. I can't wait until I'm 21, and there's always this new milestone to get to. And I feel like it's kind of that way. Like, you are super appreciative, super excited that you're reaching this milestone, but now that you've reached it, you feel like there's got to be more. Like, this is not the end. With that being said, I do think that being in the moment and realizing how appreciative you need to be, like, you just need to appreciate what you have and being content, and that's great, but always striving for more. So it's like a duality of like being content and happy, but always striving for more. I'm super pumped that I'm monetized though. So that's a long explanation for probably a simpler question than you're asking. Question number 2. So the question is very particular. It's how much did you make in your first month of being monetized? It's not how much was I paid, because the way that YouTube works is you have to reach $100 before they'll actually pay you out. So the first full month of being monetized, I made $31.93. That's cool. It's like $1, a little more than $1 a day. Now we just have to grow it so that we can be making enough money to one day quit our job and retire. We got a long ways to go. It'll grow. So it's been growing. This has been 3 months, and now I'm at $30 a month if it stays consistent. So, and I haven't had any viral videos. So maybe one day I'll add a viral video and this will just, the whole channel will go crazy. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Maybe this will be the one. Number 3, what key factors influenced your earnings? Well, it's kind of hard to say still because there is such little data about how much I'm earning. And there's a few really strong videos that just keep getting views day after day, week after week. And they're just really going strong. I think that they've ranked well with search, and they just keep going and keep on getting views consistently. I would say one thing that I kind of have worked towards is I'm not one to force a video to be longer than it needs to be, but I do try to build out the content enough that it can have the room to go over 8 minutes. I guess that gives you the ability to also have mid-rolls in the videos, which should make the RPM, or the revenue per 1,000 views, a little bit higher. If the video is only 5 minutes long and there's only a video, if a video is only like 5 minutes long and you have it at the beginning and maybe one at the end, if you're able to make that video to 8 minutes and it can potentially get an ad in the middle, you increase your potential ad revenue by 50%. So that's something that I don't know what it can turn into in the long run, but ultimately, if I had a video and it only reached 5 minutes, I wasn't unhappy with it. I just put the video out because that was how long the video needed to be to communicate the message I had at the time. And I would suggest being that way. But if the video is that short and you know it's going to be that short, I'll probably find ways to find more information to put into that video. And I think that's one of the things that's probably helping to make the RPM a little bit higher on some videos than others. Number 4, what strategies help me grow my revenue fast? I would say I actually have grown the channel fast. I've heard statistics to go around saying it takes, a year or 2 before people finally get monetized. I did start or open the YouTube channel and post my very first video between 5 and 10 years. I don't remember the exact date, but it was over 5 years ago that I posted the very first video. But I didn't actually take it seriously until just earlier this year. And at first I said I was going to post a video a week, and then I didn't know what I was posting. I didn't even have a niche. I didn't have a direction of where I was going. I do have this goal of what I want to do. I want to leave behind a legacy for my kids or anybody else that wants to, learn from anything that I can put out. I want to try to give as much value to the world, and anybody that wants to follow along on my journey and hear about what I'm going through, what I'm growing and building, I want to leave that out there. But I didn't know where I was going. And one time I put this video out about this diet, that I was on this crazy wild diet, and I had been on it for 90 days. I made the video about it. I was not certain I was going to put it out. I really didn't want to. I felt a little uncomfortable about it. And when I posted it, it got a lot of engagement. And the thing that I would make a suggestion about is really leaning into those things that get a lot of engagement. And that's what I did. I really leaned into the carnivore space, and I just made video after video after video about the carnivore space after I realized that it was successful. Now, after making probably about 30 or 40 videos just focused on the carnivore diet, I still find myself wanting to explore other topics. I haven't stopped carnivore diet. I want to share a bit more about myself and about my interests and goals, and maybe we'll explore that topic another time. But I would say that the fast track to getting subscribers is that when somebody comes to your channel, they see what kind of content you make, and then they go look at your other content, and it is all that thing. They know that you make content about that. They're probably going to subscribe specifically for that content. It might not be your personality. It might not be how you deliver the content. It might just be that topic, and they just want to get as much of that topic in their stream as possible. So I think that's part of it. I also did do a 30-day content creation challenge where every single day I put out a YouTube video, whether it was a short little 60-second thing or a long 20-30 minute video. It just every night I worked, I recorded, I edited, I published, made the thumbnails, made the descriptions and the tags and everything, just every day. And I think that really contributed as well, because it got the snowball going real quick, got the momentum going really fast, and it had a library of content for anytime somebody came to watch a video that I put out on a weekly basis. They had these 30 days of content they can go back and watch. So I think that's really helpful too. That's about it. I mean, it's only been a few months that I've even been making videos, so I don't have a whole lot to tell you about except for this few strategies that I've used thus far. I just know consistently putting out content and not quitting is the biggest thing. Because if I would have quit and never made another video after I made the videos some years ago, we wouldn't be here today talking about the 30-something dollars I made last month. Next question. Were there any unexpected challenges or surprises? And I have to say, no, I don't think so. I didn't really know what to expect. I think the one thing that I would say that I kind of was hoping I would make more money, but based off of normal, like I've said in the past, I come from a marketing and advertising background, doing Google and Facebook advertising stuff. And so I kind of know what people should be paying for every 1,000 views, like an advertiser would be paying for every 1,000 views. And roughly, I wouldn't probably pay more than like $10, $15 for 1,000 views. I mean, it can get up there depending on if it's a really specialized targeted audience and how affluent that audience is and how expensive your product is. But I'm kind of getting into the technical side of things. But I don't really expect for people to be paying more than $10 or $15 for every 1,000 views. So if YouTube is paying 50% to its YouTubers, then that would put $10 CPM at like about a $5 RPM. And that rang pretty true. Some of the videos that I have on the channel are getting like $2, $3, $4. Others are making like $7, $6, $5. It's kind of a mix on them. But I kind of was hoping for more. I don't know why. I think maybe it's because of the channels I've watched. I watch more of that YouTuber creator type content, and maybe that content generates higher CPMs. I'm not sure, but if you were to do the math and try to find out how many views you'd have to get in order to make a good living, just living off of YouTube ads, you will find out quickly that you may never get there depending on your niche, because even the biggest players in my niche only have a few 100,000 subscribers, and with that they would still need so many views, and they have to have other forms of revenue. And actually, I just did a interview with one of the bigger people in the carnivore niche, Lily Kane. She's got over 250,000 subscribers, and we actually talked about the mixture of how she makes money, or with the different revenue that she makes. And most of it comes from sponsorships. Some of it comes from the advertising, another portion from coaching. So she kind of really diversifies the income. And having this first month at about $30-something, and she said that her first year of actual monetization, she made about $6,000 from YouTube advertising. So that does tell me that if I want to get to a place where I can one day quit my job and be a full-time content creator, we're going to have to find other ways of monetization. And that's probably the biggest thing that I realized after that first month of monetizing. Question number 6. What are the most important lessons I learned in my first month of being monetized? Again, just go back on that last one. I did just say I learned that I'm going to have to find other ways to monetize, because it's going to take a whole lot of views to make a good living. But probably one of the biggest lessons I learned was that inaction does not create success. I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos and trying to learn about making YouTube videos. And I was just talking about this with a friend at work the other day, that when you watch videos or you read books or you take a class, you kind of have that there's a psychological effect that makes you feel like you were productive and like you did something, but you didn't do or create anything. And I think that's the part in my mind that was just broken for a long time, because I read books or listened to books, watched videos, talked about the topic, but never actually did anything. I think that taking action is the part that a lot of people are missing. And if that's you, and if me and you are alike, then I got to tell you, if I could do it, so can you, because I got no skills when it comes to this video editing or anything like that. And I don't have a creative mind. I just sit here and I'm talking to you, and I cut out the ums as much as I can, and we're just talking. So if I could say one thing that you need to know, and that is create more videos. I actually just watched a video just the other day. This guy saying that he told his wife, you can make videos about anything and people are going to follow and subscribe to you. And his wife made videos of her just cleaning the house, not talking, nothing, just the sound of her cleaning the house. People were subscribing because they had crazy, right, well, I wouldn't say they're crazy, but they just had this, they like to go to sleep listening to somebody cleaning the house, or their mother had just passed. It reminded them of their mom cleaning the house, and so they were homesick, and just all kinds of crazy, interesting angles for different topics and niches out there. So there's going to be people out there that are going to be interested in your content. So just make some content, and you will never get better unless you have a base point of how bad you are. I mean, we're all going to be bad. I'm bad right now, and I'm a monetized YouTuber. That makes me like a professional YouTuber. So take that for what it's worth. But I'm still bad. I don't think I've really gotten any better than what I was on my, well, you can look back at some of my very first videos, and there is a difference. But I would say that I haven't made much progress over the past couple weeks or months. But you could be the judge of that. My point is just make videos, because it doesn't take a whole lot of skill for you to get monetized. It just takes you putting yourself out there, finding something that people are interested in, and then talking about it or making videos about it. Question number 7. What would I do differently if I could go back to the beginning and start all over? This is kind of a theme. I would start earlier, and I wouldn't wait so long. I wouldn't just dilly-dally and kill time. I would be more productive. Right now, I kind of have this goal of 1 video a week, but I'm even thinking to myself that that's too small goals. I need to be making more videos every week. I have no reason not to be making videos. Just make more videos. I also, I wouldn't say I would take this back. I really do like the carnivore diet, and I do like the carnivore people. You are all great. You're very engaged, and some of you are along for the journey that I'm going on. And some people are not probably going to be interested in the content that I'm making moving forward. And that's the part that I would probably say, if I could do it differently, I would probably have not been so concentrated on the carnivore diet. I probably would have extended the time it took for me to become monetized. But I wish I would have spent a little bit of time talking about other things that I was interested in, and built more of a community around my interests and who I am, rather than around a topic that I would be pigeonholed into. As you can see here in this video, I'm not afraid to talk about the carnivore diet. I eat meat all day, every day, and that's pretty much the only thing I eat. I've been incorporating some other things like fruit occasionally and things, but that's not my whole personality. That's not my whole being. I mean, I'm really excited right now about the new iPhone that just came out, and I'm going to go pick it up on Friday. So I would like to talk about things outside of the scope of just carnivore, which is why right now, today, we're talking about my first month being monetized. So we're already branching out into other topics. We'll see how often I go back to carnivore and talk about the diet. Maybe it'll just be in parts of the videos, but that's the thing. Like, be yourself. I think be yourself. Some people would say you need to have a niche to grow. I think that is short-term thinking. I think if you're really just focused on the short-term gains, then yes, you need to create a niche. And it's really easy for me to say that right now because I'm looking back and I'm already monetized. But currently right now, I have a lot of hard work ahead to come, because there's such a high density of the current subscribers that are on the channel that are not interested in the new iPhone that just came out. And when I talk about the new iPhone and my excitement about it, they're not going to care. So I need people on the channel to care, because what happens is YouTube does their thing, and when I put this video out, if people aren't interested in making YouTube videos, then they're not going to click the video, and YouTube's going to think that nobody cares about this video. So there is a drawback to doing where you're only just talking about a topic and not really sharing about you as a person as much. And hopefully some people that are subscribed and are listening and following are are interested in some of the things that I'm interested in, and we are really similar people, and we'll be along for this journey for a long time. Hopefully that's you. I imagine if you're watching this long, it probably is you. Anyways, long statement short, just be you, put out content that you would want to see and that you will love making and continue to love making years into the future, because that's where I want to go. I want to be able to continue pivoting and shifting and make what I love making 10 years from now. I don't think I could talk about eating meat every week for the next 10 years. It's like 500 videos of just talking about eating meat. I just don't think it's realistic, and I need to be able to pivot and grow as a human. So that leads me to my last question. How do I plan to grow the channel and the revenue from the channel? So I plan to grow the channel by just making content, providing some value, education-wise, insight, mindset, creator, that kind of stuff. Maybe trying to leave a legacy for the kids, at the least, leaving some sort of insight into mindset that I have of like experience from growing up or being an adult, so they can look back on. At the least, at the minimum, that's what I'm doing. I want to be able to communicate to anybody that's interested in what I have to say. Those people are important to me. I hope that one day my kids will be that way, and currently right now, you are that way. Revenue, I haven't given it a lot of thought. I know that there's certain buckets of revenue that are normal for a YouTuber. There's the ad revenue, there's the sponsors. I haven't been in communication with any sponsors, so we'll see what happens from there. If I had to create some sort of a digital product or something like that, I think it would probably be more along the lines of my expertise in social media marketing or something like that. Like marketing, like businesses, e-commerce, conversion optimization, that stuff like that. But the content itself will be not exactly like, I'm not going to be teaching. I don't think I'll be teaching like how to open an account on YouTube. Like that's not really what I want to do. I want to kind of think about like that, talk about that, like the higher level mindset type stuff. So we'll see where it goes, because I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one little thing. I just got done talking about that, but I kind of see me not so much at like the tactical level, but more of the strategic level of conversation. The thought, the deep thought, the sharing of intellectual concepts. I think that's where I'll probably go, but we'll always kind of touch on the whole idea of things. But then maybe if I was to share the actual tactics of things, it would be in some sort of a digital product placement. I don't know. I'm still exploring that area. Outside of that, I'll probably share some Amazon links, like even in this video, where people can go and buy the camera that I use or the lighting that I use, or maybe I'll do a review on the new iPhone that comes out, and I'll link to that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'll be doing product reviews so much on this channel, but like again, I said, mindset stuff. It's not going to be, I don't know. It's still early. It's only been a few months that I've even been doing this thing. I haven't gotten it figured out. What do you think? I'd like to hear your answers to these questions, or if you want me to elaborate on anything in this video. If you liked this video, you might like me talking about my journey just to getting to the first 1,000 subscribers and the first 4,000 watch hours that it took to actually get to getting monetized. If you like that video, you can find the video right here. And I appreciate you for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.